Hello and welcome to the September 2021 Demo Jam from the AppExchange. My name is Jeff Gross. I'm a Salesforce MVP, and I am really happy to be co-hosting this today with Joshua Hoskins, another Salesforce MVP, and one of my favorite AppExchange people, Amanda Nelson. Hello, you two.
Hi.
Hello.
Happy to be here.
Excited to be here.
It's an exciting day because it's Sales Apps Day. You know, you as an audience, you can follow along on Twitter using the hashtag DemoJam. That's all you have to do. You can ask questions. You can share the Ohana love out there. Let everybody know that you're watching the Demo Jam today. We really appreciate you joining us. Today's participants include Revenue Grid, 1440, LeanData, and Troops.ai. Now, let's see what the rules are, Joshua.
Absolutely. So the rules all this time have still remained the same. The rules are this. You and every contestant out there, participant, will be able to enjoy watching 3 minutes, not 4, not 5, but 3 minutes or less in the Demo Jam for each of these panel participants who have put together a lovely 3-minute video of their tool and how it can help you make your life a lot easier. They're allowed 0 slides, and there'll only be one winner because that's what we do here at Demo Jam Apps. There's one winner that has bragging rights who can take home a trophy, and it will be sent to them shortly after we announce the winner at the end of this Demo Jam.
Yeah, so it's important that everybody stick around, see all the demos, and then you are the ones who vote for who the winner will be today. So without any further ado, let's get started. First off, today we have 1440. You know, time is our most precious asset. It's inspired by the number of minutes in the day. 1440 is a consumer engagement platform designed to help brands create one-to-one conversations with prospects to close more deals in less time. 1440 is partnered with Google, Salesforce, and Slack to bring the power of Google's new business messages to the Salesforce platform. Salesforce customers can now leverage their investments in digital engagement, Einstein bots, and skills-based sales routing to drive sales conversations through messaging channels like Google Business Messages, Facebook Messenger, Instagram, all powered by 1440 and the Salesforce platform. So, without further ado, I mean, this has got me kind of intrigued here, Abraham. I think it's time to, let me just make sure I can hear you. Abraham, are you out there? You ready?
We are out here and we are ready.
Fantastic. Let's see your screen here. I don't think we're seeing it yet. Okay,
All
brilliant.
Right, you see it now?
I do see it now, and your 3 minutes begins now. Good luck.
All right, awesome. So what you're seeing here, we're going to show you a lot of screens, so bear with me. All right, so what you're seeing here on the left is a retail experience. Some consumer is looking for more information about 1440. And when you look for things, where do you go? You go to Google. And so through the power of Google Business Messages, what you can do now through any search result or Google location, you can start a chat experience. Now, what's interesting about this chat experience is driven by Einstein bots. And so if we think about why we're here, this is the Sales Demo Jam.
Yeah.
We want to demonstrate how you can use Einstein bots through Google Business Messages to close deals faster and quicker. So what you're seeing on the left here is the bot experience where our consumer is asking about products. They're asking about, hey, what products do you have? They've selected Translation Studio. And now we're going through a lead collection process powered by the bot to provide the company name, first name, last name, email address, at which point we're going to transition this consumer to a sales rep experience through digital engagement. Now, look, what's interesting about this is that there is an item, there's an idea out in the partner community about exposing digital engagement beyond existing channels. And this is exactly what we've done here. This item's been around for 8 years. We're showing you how we're gonna make this real through Google Business Messages, and there's additional sugar on top of that. So what you'll see here is that it looks like the CEO at Salesforce is reaching out to us. Oh my goodness. If I transition to omni-channel online, boom, guess what? I have got a chat experience waiting for me. And so here I am. I'd say, hello, Mr. CEO. How can I help you? And so here on the left, you see this automatically comes up as part of the Google Business Messages experience. And so now a sales rep can have a conversation with a consumer engaged from the very top of the digital engagement funnel, Google, not being tethered to a storefront or an experience or some other digital property. All right, so I think we got 20 seconds left. So well, look, let me address this. Yes, we can definitely help you. And so what I want to demonstrate now is our second enhancement. We've exposed this through mobile as well, where this conversation powered by Google Business Messages is now available through mobile. So
wow. That is a ton to pack in there in a short amount of time, Abraham. Good luck to you there. This was 3 out of 1440 in today for you, but I can tell that this is extremely helpful for so many different kinds of businesses out there. So thinking about being able to engage on every one of the platforms out there, being able to leverage Einstein bots plus the digital engagement experience, melding that together with what 1440 can do specifically, I can see where this is going to lead to a lot more engagement, a lot more, you use what humans are really good for as far as the engagement side of it, but you also leverage what's going on within the system itself. So the system can do a lot of assistance, but now we bring in the person when it's the right time and engaging on exactly the right platform that person wants to engage on. So fantastic. Amanda, I want to see what kind of question we've got out there for Abraham today.
Yes, that was a great demo. Awesome job. The question is, you just showed a consumer searching for 1440 on Google, really engaging with that digital conversation. But how long does it take to set all of this up?
Well, Amanda, this is what's really interesting. It takes about an hour, right? So this is going to be something available on the AppExchange and this is part of our brand mission, right? We want to enable Salesforce customers to maximize the return on the investments that they've made in the Salesforce platform. So here we are taking Einstein bots, exposing them to new channels. Here you've seen a demo with Google Business Messages. We've done this through Slack as well. We've done this with Facebook Messenger and WhatsApp and Instagram. And our whole mission here is to bring conversational commerce to the masses powered by Salesforce data. So if you're interested, guess what? Messaging, the best time to get into messaging was a year ago. The second or next best time to get into messaging is today. And 1440, we want to be the partner that brings you there.
Fantastic. And here's what I like so much about this. You'd say that it doesn't take too long to get into it, and that's the beauty of the AppExchange. This is what enticed so many of us when we first learned about the AppExchange, is the idea that you can try these things out. It doesn't take weeks and months and years in order to pilot things, get it into your sandbox, try it out, and then you can see some immediate results. So Abraham, nice job on your demo today. A lot to pack in there. You get 1337 back for 1337 back for the rest of today. And thank you for being a part of the demo jam.
Thank you, and good luck to all the contestants.
Absolutely. Joshua, let's hear who our next contestant is.
Sure, Jeff. Next up, we have LeanData. So LeanData is a leader in matching, routing, and engagement solutions, connecting data to the right people so that reps get the right leads, contacts, accounts, and opportunities they need to close more deals and drive more revenue faster. With us today, we are joined by Marshall, who's going to show how all of that happens, all that connectivity, in 3 minutes or less. Marshall, are you out there?
I'm here.
All right, we can hear you, and you just need to see your screen, which we can, and you're all set. Your 3 minutes starts now. Good luck.
Great. So today I want to pose a scenario. The scenario is your revenue ops, and you've been tasked with coming up with an automation solution for how you handle the lead records coming into Salesforce. And you've collected the requirements from the sales team. You know that the reps have target accounts that they belong to. And so any lead that belongs to one of those accounts should go to them. Otherwise, we split it up based on industry, and there's some pretty clear rules about where those go in that case. You also know from the sales development team that the source is going to be very important, because demo requests need to have a 30-minute SLA. And if they don't hit that SLA, then they're going to get reassigned. Well, so how do I want to go about this? Well, it sounded like accounts were the top priority. And then if they don't match to the account, we'll go to the lead source, and those demo requests go there. And then the industry is next. But wait, we just found out that actually demo requests are going to be king. We want to make sure that those demo requests go to the team specifically designed to handle them. So let's instead go to here, and then the defaults go there, and then the no match account goes to the industry, and great. Well, actually, now you remember that we've had a problem in the past with duplicates entering the system. So we also want to make sure that we're doing a check for duplicates. And when we identify those duplicates, let's just go ahead and merge them. So now I just reassign that. And yeah, this looks great. So now what? Now I got to translate this into some rules to make sure that all this is automated. Or since this was all done within LeanData, I can save and deploy this, and this can go live. And that's as easy as it is. So you can lay out all of the logic that you have in front of you. You can make these changes really quickly. So in the event that you have some new requirements, you don't have to comb through long lists of rules and make any changes that could take days or weeks. You can actually make those changes. And you know what? I'm going to give you those 20 seconds back, because that's as easy as it is within LeanData to set up your lead routing.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Marshall. That was a lot of information, but I love how intuitive the user interface is to really drag and drop your initiatives and your intent and create a connected experience, all while having exactly what you said, everything in front of you. That is really important when even when you're configuring Salesforce. You have to really understand the whole end-to-end solution to understand what you want to do. And we see that Salesforce has done some great enhancements and making sure you can do this with Flow. And you're bringing it for another concept, which is routing, which can be very complex given the size of your enterprise and how complex your routing rules are. So thank you for sharing that today. Amanda, what questions do we have out there for LeanData?
Yes, great demo. And folks, if you have questions for these great demos, feel free to pop them right in the chat here, and we will try to get to all of them. The question that just came in, this is very cool. Do the options drop-downs come from my live org?
Yes, very good question. All of the options that you have available for things like making a decision come from your Salesforce Salesforce fields, all the standard and custom fields that you have. So you can pull this. This is all done, of course, natively within Salesforce. So yeah.
Awesome. Thank you so much for that demo. Really appreciate it. Just like Amanda said, don't forget to chat your questions in the chat. We want to hear from you. Got a burning question? Pop it in the chat and we'll give it an answer.
You know, Joshua, I thought I was looking at Lucidchart in there. It turns out this is actually their tool, and configuring the tool is just what you see there. That was kind of crazy. I thought we were just looking at a flowchart. Turns out it was the whole tool. All right. Well, next up, we've got Revenue Grid. Revenue Grid is the revenue intelligence platform that covers the full revenue cycle with an amazingly comprehensive set of algorithmic guided selling capabilities. And me, myself, I don't know algorithmic guided selling capabilities, so I need to talk to Gal today to find out, how do you do that? And Gal, can you, let's get you off mute here. Let's see your screen.
Screen.
Absolutely. Let's jump into that.
Okay, can you see my screen
And then
here?
I do see your screen. You've got 3 minutes to teach me now. So good luck.
Perfect. I can start here. So
Yep.
I'm looking at opportunities. I'm a VP sales here, and it's the end of my quarter. My CEO calls me. He needs to give an update to the board, and I have no idea what's going on. And I know my team has not updated Salesforce. I'm sure it's familiar, this conversation with our sales team. However, we have Revenue Grid. We collect the data that sits between Salesforce and other systems, email, calendar, and many other sales systems. We combine it together, overlay it in Salesforce. Now I can see all my opportunities here. And I want to see Michael. I know Michael doesn't really update Salesforce. Let's look at Michael. And I want to see his opportunities that are at risk. These are the ones I want to know if he's really closing. So now I can filter those with Revenue Grid, and I can see here information at email and calendar, how many meetings we actually had, how many people are involved, how many emails are we getting. Let's dive here into a couple of those. Let's dive into Heisenberg Empire, supposed to close very shortly. And look at this. Michael is not actually, he sent an email, another email last month. When was the last conversation? Last meeting we had with the customer was in July. He's not closing in the next few days. There was no email since also late July. This is not going to close, and I can go and change the close date or even just close it as lost. Let's look at another opportunity that was at risk here with Michael. I can see a much better engagement that comes from my email and calendar, not from Salesforce. This data is not in Salesforce. I can look at the relationship. Who are we talking to? I can see we're spending a ton of time with an evaluator, not enough time with the decision maker. That's not good. We can see people here that are not in Salesforce. Tony Stark, his name is in the name of the company. This must be someone I want to talk to. And behind that, we have what we call revenue signals, right? We know here the decision maker is not responding to us. We are getting an alert for that. We can respond to that. LinkedIn shows us the decision maker left the company. Now we can take action. So we can look at all those opportunities, see those signals, and see what to do. For example, the close date coming in 10 days, but a typical stage here is 21 days. Now we can be much more efficient. We can also look at, instead of opportunity view, we can look at a team view. How is the team performing? Let's look at Michael here. We talked about Michael Scott. We can see how does he have meetings with customers, with prospects? Is he receiving emails? We can dive into his opportunities and see which opportunities are at risk. We can strategize, use it as a coaching tool. Both Michael wants to be on track to know what he has to do by our playbook, and the sales leaders want to know that Michael is performing. And if we can also trigger sequences, email sequences to be more efficient straight from here. Thank you very much. I concluded my 3 minutes.
All right. And you came in 3 seconds before the end of it. I tell you what, I've got a weakness for seeing data in so many different ways here. And what you're showing is that Revenue Grid has the ability to take advantage of the data that's in Salesforce, but make sense of it, because what I saw back there from driving into the individual person's pipeline, looking at their individual opportunity, then saying, hey, what's going on with this whole thing? Being able to make sense of all the activities that are on there, being able to understand the key things that are happening. Like you said, Tony Stark, name is in the business there, and yet we haven't been connecting with him the right way. And there's so much of this that if you don't have something like SendGrid in place, I can totally imagine that people are missing data that it's tracked in Salesforce. However, we're just not taking advantage of it. And so you're really making sense of
Jeff,
so
this is
much
data
of that.
that's not tracked in Salesforce. We index data outside of Salesforce, compare it to Salesforce to generate those insights. This data not necessarily exists in Salesforce.
Okay. Well, that's a key thing that I didn't catch in that. So that's amazing. So, wow, very good stuff. I'm looking forward to seeing. Amanda, what do we have as a question for Gal about Revenue Grid?
Yeah. The question is, does Revenue Grid compete with Pardot?
Well, Pardot is more of a marketing email system. This is a sales email system. If it's closer to sales love and outreach and high velocity sales, but it's very, very tightly integrated into Salesforce, into those revenue signals that I showed you, and into email and calendar sync that we do for Salesforce. So really, Pardot is not really a competitor for ours. It's more of this is a sales system to have the sales team much more efficient.
Excellent. Well, nice job on the demo today. Came in right under time, like you practiced it, obviously. So thanks for being here, Gal. Looking forward to seeing how the results come out. Appreciate you being here. Joshua,
Thank you.
let's jump on to the next demo.
Sure, Jeff. Great demo. Next up, we've got Troops. Troops is the most sophisticated integration layer between Salesforce sales, marketing, support, and revenue clouds and Slack or Microsoft Teams. Create codeless workflows that push customized information and write back actions to the right people at the right time to make teams more productive, improve data, and increase visibility across the entire company. Today, we're joined by Scott, who's going to show just really how all of that is done. Again, in 3 minutes or left. Tall order, Scott, right?
Yes, but I am ready to rock.
All right. We can see your screen.
All right, let's do it. Can you see it now?
We can. Your 3 minutes starts now. Good luck.
All right, everyone. Salesforce and Slack is coming. It is all Salesforce is talking about. It's going to be the focus of Dreamforce. And we want to show you what that actually looks like. To start, it means engaging your team with the insights and actions they need to see in your CRM ecosystem. So this is our signal builder. How this works is we connect to any of your Salesforce clouds, other systems like Gainsight, Outreach. We start to monitor the data, allow you to define when someone needs to see something, who needs to see it, including people based on who they are in Salesforce, the information in a message, the actions they need to take. And then this process just runs. And how this works is, let's say I'm an account executive, I have deals set to close or other critical information that I need to see. I can get sent that in a DM with everything they need to see, the updates I need to make, which you can completely customize. And as I take actions on these or change these and press submit, that updates Salesforce in real time so that your reps can always stay on top of what they need to. Another example might be, I have a meeting on my calendar with a Salesforce contact. Troops will detect that, show all the relevant objects in Salesforce and the actions you might need to take so that reps are always taking the right action after their meetings or after any key things happening in the CRM. But Troops isn't just for reps, it's really for the whole company. It's about democratizing data that people need to see where they are working, which is now Slack or Microsoft Teams. So executives can be alerted in real time as forecast changes are made, or managers can see next step updates on all their team's deals. And again, this doesn't just work in Slack, it also works seamlessly in Microsoft Teams. The other thing that's important to know is Troops isn't just about Salesforce. It also works with a lot of the other systems in the CRM ecosystem. For example, if I use Gainsight, I can see the overdue CTAs that I might need to update in Slack. Or if I can use Outreach, I can see signals on prospects actioning on things in our sequence. And this really delivers on the promise of Customer 360 by bringing all your systems together. The last way we do that is deal rooms, which ties customer-based channels to CRM entities, almost acting like chatter, where you can see all the critical information. And the last thing that I'll show you is a new product that we're very, very excited about, which allows you to action on information in bulk right from an alert. So let's say I have next steps that are overdue. I can go to a new product called Troops Grid, which basically allows inline editing from any of the Salesforce clouds. We'll just pull this up here, it's live. It's basically operating like a connected spreadsheet in Salesforce. Connect with POC.
Uh-oh. Well, you stopped on, I think.
I stopped.
At the best
This was
part.
it. This was the last thing I wanted to show. So you got it. But yeah, we can go to questions if you want.
All right. Thanks a lot, Scott. That was a lot of information. And what I love is 2 parts. The part at the end with the revenue grid, being able to have all this information available in one place and be able to update multiple records at a time is definitely something that I think everyone loves and will enjoy in terms of it being like the list view update feature that you have inside of Salesforce. But I like how the records are outlined here and I can edit them en masse. You know, I really do think that what your company has done in developing this app engagement, capitalizing on Slack, is really not only put the data in the right hands, but it's also allowing the people to take the most appropriate actions at the right time when they see that data. So if it's after that sales call, they can go and update the sales notes or update the opportunity. And that too is also prompting the user like, oh, I should be able to do this, I should be able to do this. And as you learn more from the interactions that they would like to do, you can customize those based upon interactions. And I think that is important. So data, seeing it in real time is great. Being able to update it in bulk is awesome. But like being able to take prescriptive action and get the right level of information for each of those actions is just like a slam dunk for me. Thank you so much for showing all of this today. Amanda, what questions do we have out there from the audience?
Yes, I do. I have seen the Troops integration to bring Slack and customers together in Salesforce, and it's pretty amazing. So it was great to see that today. A general question, which I can answer before I ask Troops their question, is about security. And all of these apps today go through a rigorous security review process with Salesforce. So they all have to make sure they go through trust, as trust is our #1 value. So all of these apps are fully secure by Salesforce security. Okay, the question is, how long does it take to implement Troops?
That is one of the beauties of Troops. It's a simple OAuth connection. You can literally connect in seconds on our website without even talking to anybody and start to build workflows in minutes. So this is the time to value is one of, I think, our biggest value propositions for people that are really ready to start to integrate, you know, the CRM ecosystem and the new digital HQ, which is Slack for a lot of companies, or Microsoft Teams.
That's amazing. Once again, Scott, great job for showing us that demo, and great job to all of the contestants. What do you think, Jeff?
I think
What's on your mind?
It's been a lot of fun. I tell you, it's time to bring up the voting though, because now I want to see what the audience thinks. You've all heard what Joshua and Amanda and myself think about these partners out here. There's some amazing things that Salesforce didn't used to do, but these folks enable it to be done. And to see even now that the Slack acquisition is completed, seeing the way Salesforce is going to be building Slack out within the entire tool. And now, how can we all leverage that within sales, within service, within marketing, within professional services, all of those areas? This is where it's amazing that what Salesforce is doing, but frankly, it's on top of that. It's the icing on the cake what the AppExchange partners are able to do.
Absolutely. There's an extension that I think the Slack acquisition definitely accelerates and also kind of explodes, right? You have everyone of all these different ideas and use cases. And one of the things that I've been thinking about, Jeff, is we do these demo jams every month. And I'm also thinking about, we have new people, new partners who are coming into the ecosystem that solve use cases, but I can't wait to see what all the existing AppExchange apps do to be on the AppExchange. I think that's going to be equally exciting.
Well, and that's the thing, is that every release brings out new capabilities that they update their apps to take advantage of. And I was even talking with somebody earlier today who back in the day, these things were not possible. But wow, what you can do today is amazing. And, you know, Joshua, I go back to a Dreamforce presentation that I gave a long, long time ago with Mike Gerhold, where we talked about 7 habits of highly effective admins. I think that was what the talk was. And wow, one of those things was taking time to look at the AppExchange every month to see what's up, to subscribe to the email so that you know what's coming out, to keep on browsing those sections out there. Joshua, when's the last time you looked at Salesforce Labs? There is some amazing stuff in that section.
All the time. Yeah. I recommend it a lot because you know, a lot of customers really want, you know, quick solutions, and sometimes the quicker solutions are ones that you can get to very quickly inside of the searchability on the left-hand side, so you can click all these boxes. And when you can filter down to the apps that you're specifically working on, it's just a lot more focused. And so the AppExchange is quite vast now, but being able to leverage the search functionality to focus on, apps for sales or apps for service, that's really, really helpful. So
yeah, there's so much that's out there. And like we say every month, we don't know all of these apps. So Joshua and I, we have an education experience every month while we do this as well, because I'm not familiar with all of these apps, and it amazes me to be able to see what they've, this marketplace, this ability for every business around the world to take advantage of these tools and extend the capabilities of Salesforce. It excites me.
All of the possibilities that are
Oh,
out there.
no kidding. You and I could scheme forever, couldn't we?
We could, absolutely. I mean, there's just so many problems that need to be solved in the end. And, I'm just really grateful to all the partners that we have in our ecosystem to be able to help us do that.
Joshua, did I hear a Slack notification? Do I have a guess that there's a winner to the demo jam for September? You ready to tell me?
I'm ready to tell you, Jeff.
Oh, Amanda, I want to hear. Okay, let's hear it.
This is like one of my favorite things we get to do every month. So I love being able to share good news.
You get the honor. Do it.
Can I? Do you mind?
Go for it.
Okay.
I want to see.
All right, drum roll. The winner of the Demo Jam is very close. You're waiting for that tiebreaker, but the winner of today's Demo Jam is 1440.
Nice.
Congratulations, Abraham. If you want to come off mute and maybe have a quick acceptance speech.
So look, I want to say thank you, right, Amanda, Salesforce. Look, I love this ecosystem. I used to work at Salesforce. I love this company, what we stand for, the values we try to practice, the desire to want to do good in the world through business. All right. I am the VP of Product of 1440, and I want to say thank you to all our team members. I want to say thank you to Alex Briner, future Salesforce MVP. I want to say thank you to John Jessup, our CEO, Christian, Jeff, Christina, Tyler. I love our company. I love our team. We want to be the #1 global ISV partner in the world, and we are so committed to doing this the right way. And so, look, you'll hear more from us. We're very excited. We want to make a difference in the ecosystem. We want to help Salesforce customers maximize the value of their investments in the platform. And so thank you on behalf of our team. And we're just so grateful. Thank you very much. And hey, Don't forget, we're doing a session at Dreamforce on Google Business Messages. So if you like what you saw, you're very curious, I think to Jeff's point, it's a lot to take in 3 minutes. Well, we talk about it for about 22. And so there's you can learn a little bit more there. So thank you everybody.
Wow. Amanda, I think that's actually the best acceptance speech we've had on a demo jam yet. So Abraham, congratulations on that. Not just the demo, but you covered a lot of ground with that, and you talked about where you've come from and where this is headed. So fantastic job.
And you dropped a lot of names as well. So shout out to all those people for making a difference.
Exactly. Nice. Well, Amanda, what should our audience do?
Yeah, well, we have our next Demo Jam happening at Dreamforce. So tune in and you'll actually see Abraham again for that one. And that is happening on September 21 at 1 o'clock Pacific. So we hope we'll see you there. And you can check out all of the Demo Jams on YouTube under AppExchange. But most importantly, head to appdemojam.com to check out and install all of the apps from today. Thank you all for being here. Everybody's a winner because all of these demos are amazing and great to see and tough to do in 3 minutes. So thank you all for being a part of it.
All right. Bye-bye, everyone. We'll see you next time.
Bye-bye.